people basically theorizing about what happens after our life is over, what happens after death. But somehow no one is asking, or almost no one is asking, what was actually before. I'm more like believing in this reincarnation process, it's like a cycle always. You can imagine it like this, like you're a human being, but actually you're not really that human being. You're just like a energy. You can call this also soul, which has like an experience at this moment now in a human body. So because most people, I guess they would say like, we are humans and we own a soul, or we have a soul. But I think we are a soul and we just have like this experience here now. Like the most disturbing thing that I want to talk about is when I think about that I'm this soul now and I have this experience in this human body at the moment. And I'm experiencing so many things in this life, right? I was born in this certain place. I was born in this certain family. I met this and this certain people in my life. I saw a lot of places already in this life. I traveled a lot in my life. I had many like ups and downs in like really extreme ways. I fighted many addictions, and I guess there will be a lot of more extremes coming for the rest of my life. And when I'm thinking about that one day my physical body will die and somehow I will reincarnate into another human being without my memory, then somehow I need to do all this stuff again, but in somehow a different way. But only the thought about it is kind of exhausting to me. Also now, like, I cannot remember if I had like a past life. I had sometimes these feelings here and there when I went to some places, like somehow I know this place. I guess I was here before. I had this feeling here and there. I don't know if you ever experienced that. But even if I had one life before or multiple lives before, I cannot remember that. So there's also no lessons that I could took into this life that I'm having now from the past lives. So the disturbing thing is actually it doesn't matter how much I'm learning at the moment. It doesn't matter how much I go through in this life. It doesn't matter how many lessons there are. I cannot take it anyways with me for the next life. I don't have any problem with not taking any material things with me. But at least it would be amazing if I would reincarnate into another human being after this life here, that at least I can take my wisdom and my experience and my lessons with me. And then if you think that this process, it continues the whole time, right? It's maybe like a never-ending cycle. If you reincarnate the whole time and you always have like a new starting point, you always have new circumstances, and you always need to learn everything from the beginning, basically from zero, because then you start questioning if this is the case, what's even the point of learning something now? Because this would mean it doesn't matter if you make even everything right at this moment now, in this life experience here now. Does this make sense? It makes maybe sense, but only for this cycle. And this is, by the way, the concept here of this channel. Like, I call this the winning season, because my mission here on this channel is that I try to find at least one win every day out of simple daily life. It can be even like a bad thing, and I try to like transform it, convert it into a good thing, if it's a bad thing or if it seems like a bad thing. But actually at the end I know nothing. I'm making here these videos, I'm talking about this and this topics, but actually who I am that I can give you any advice, right? At the end of the day, in all my videos, also this video itself now today, I'm just sharing my convictions, my opinions, my perspectives. And this is what everyone is doing in their whole life. This is the win of this video here today. This is the message of today, that we need to understand that, like, whatever I'm doing, whatever you are doing, whatever you are advising others, or whatever you are convinced about is useful for life or necessary for life or has any relevance for life, we need to understand that actually it can mean nothing. It doesn't matter how much we are convinced by it. So yeah, I really love the season concept, because if I think about also now about my past, there were so many things that I really was convinced, yeah, this opinion and this mindset I will have for the rest of my life. But it changed. Everything changes. It is just for one moment, for one time period, for one specific season. Maybe in 2-3 years I will look back at my videos and think like, here and there, this video, Nick, what you even thought there? What you was even talking about there? Like, full of conviction in that video, talking about this stuff. But actually, now then, like 2-3 years from now, I would think that's complete BS what I was talking there. Can be, I don't know. Maybe whole life is like that. I don't know, I have like a really weird day today. But maybe this is now also like a season where I just feel like trash. But I know there will be a season again. Maybe it's already tomorrow and I will feel good again. But now some deep stuff hitting me and I don't know why. And I was really thinking like, should I maybe today make a huge exception and not make a video? And then I thought, no. Because this is actually the most important part and message of my channel, right? Seasons again. And winning anyways. Even if it's like a shitty season, we need to win. We need to find a win. This is basically my channel concept. So why I should quit now for the day? Doesn't make any sense. And if this is really relevant, or if this makes any sense at all, or if this is no useful, I don't know. But yeah, I hope that I could help you with this message today. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comments what you think about that. And I hope then I see you in the next one.